out here in Texas, man, and 94 degrees out here. Cooking, boy. You cook an egg on the sidewalk. You can cook an egg on the sidewalk out here, you hear me? But we're gonna get out a few topics. First, we're gonna talk about the LeBron situation. Play this quick little video.
Well, I tell you what's going to be interesting about this Laker team. What's that? I'm not sure how many games they can win without LeBron.
They are now 3-3 without LeBron this season.
How many are they going to try to win? Well, listen, they probably going to lose tomorrow night in Denver. I mean, we really don't know how many games he's going to be out. We're just assuming. Well, he's going to be out for a while.
Jared said he's progressing each 3 games.
Well, he's going to be out for a while.
So that was a little short clip. So evidently, LeBron think he's too good for anybody to tell him anything, or should I say, let GM, let coach. He think he's above everybody, huh? Running up on low, Stephen A. Smith, and he's 6'8", 250 pounds. He ain't say nothing when a white woman told him to shut up and dribble, though, huh? Come on now. LeBron ain't say nothing when the white girl told him to shut up and dribble now. I see what Stephen A. had to say about him after this incident.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you as I love to do over the digital airways of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. As always, I'd like to take a moment to thank my subscribers and followers. We've eclipsed more than 1.10 million subscribers on YouTube, and obviously there's been millions of downloads over the last several months over iHeartRadio. Can't thank y'all for the love and support enough. Keep it coming, and I'm going to keep on coming. To continue to like and follow the show, just get notified for all of our newest content, and you too shall consider yourself the latest member of the Stephen A. Smith Show family. And while you're doing that, please don't forget, if you have an opportunity to, and you're looking for a really good read, to pick up a copy of my New York Times best-selling book, Straight Shooter, a memoir of second chances and first takes, now in paperback. Just go to straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. That's, once again, that's straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. I got a lot of things to get into today. LeBron James, some politics, Gil's Arena, meaning Gilbert Arenas podcast, and some things that Jimmy Pitaro, of course, and somewhere along, and that was the biggest thing that took this so long. And now that that's no longer the case, the world is officially my oyster, because there are so many things that I'm interested in doing outside of the world of sports. I no longer have to seek permission in order for that to happen. And that is what I've been waiting for. In the midst of all of that, this podcast is not going anywhere.
So I can't find a clip right now of Stephen A. Smith. But anyways, LeBron, you acting like a little bitch, man. You can't get mad because Stephen A. Smith talking about sports, which you subject your son to by paving him away in the NBA. Even though he didn't deserve the slot, he didn't deserve to be in the NBA because there was some players better than him. But I'm not mad at you because that's your son. But at the end of the day, business is business, home is home. So if you get your feelings hurt, LeBron, you need to leave that shit. You need to leave that shit at the doorstep, man. Next topic. We done talking on LeBron. He'll never be greater than Jordan. K Flock. Let's talk about K Flock. Now, if y'all don't know, K Flock is a drill rapper from New York. I'm not sure what part of New York, but he's from New York. And about a couple years ago, he was arrested for shooting a guy, and they caught him on camera. So here's the update to that.
So how have you been getting paid to play mobile games? Haven't you heard of Benjamin? It's this app where you can get rewarded for completing milestones in your favorite mobile game.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It hits different. That bro code. To have a friend that got your back on the battlefield.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go to a different video because bro, he be too emotional. He be doing too much. Hassan Campbell, he be doing too much.
Probably just talk about this K Flock thing off rip. Let's start hot. You know what I mean? I've waited for a while for me to play music and shit, and I'm drunk already, so we might as well talk about it. K Flock. Unfortunately, and let me tell you this. If you guys didn't see, does anyone follow me on my personal Instagram? It's Instagram.com/IamAcademics. You should. I think I archived the picture by now, but if you watched at the beginning of the year, I posted my Spotify Wrapped results, which if you don't know what Spotify Wrapped is, obviously I have a contract with Spotify for my podcast, but I generally use Spotify anyway, right? I listen to most music on Spotify, and what Spotify does at the end of the year, it ranks the amount of people or who you listen to the most. You know, Flock keeps walking, right? The dude exits the barbershop saying, yo, what's good, nigga? Like, we ops, what's up? Now, unfortunately, when you a gangster, like, you can't say, hey, I'm spending time with my family, my sisters. Let's not kill each other today. Let's do it tomorrow. You got to do it all the time, right? And this is, I keep telling you, somebody got to tell me, how is it a win to be a gangster? Like, I have no idea. So anyway, the dude walks out of the barbershop, confronts him. He's with two women. And essentially, this is from what I hear. The dude basically either threatens to pull out a gun or threatens him. So the guy basically was like, yo, nigga, what's up, yo? Like, yo, I'll do it to you type shit, right? And from what I'm hearing, right, and this is inside info I'm telling y'all, the guy supposedly did either brandish a gun or show a gun to him, but basically threatened K Flock to say, yo, you know I got you right now. I could kill you, right? And K Flock allegedly say, yo, bro, chill, bro. I'm good, bro. Nigga, I ain't no shit. It's cool, bro. Like, yo, I ain't got no problems. The dude apparently then says, I bet, thought so. Turns back around, was going to walk away, but K Flock was armed. And K Flock pulled his gun out, shot the dude multiple times, the dude died. Okay? That was just his story. He ran around the block. This and third, police pulled up later. He threw the gun around the block. That's what the story is, okay? I know some of y'all might... I'm giving you the real short of the whole thing that you don't have to go fucking watch 20 documentaries to find out what happened. They arrested him shortly after. He's been known from me as the Amiri assassin. You know what I mean? The designer demon. He clapped the nigga while he was wearing like probably about $5,000 to $10,000 in clothing. His drip was spectacular. And as according to what his music actually says, even in fashion, he'll definitely still up the pistol. So, nigga been telling the truth, right? However, that sounds great. Shit, I did the intro to it. I love listening to it, but according to the law, that's not going to keep you free. So he got arrested for murder, but here's the thing. He's been sitting in jail since 2021 or beginning of 2022. It's over a year now. And a lot of people still believe that, not only was he the second coming to what Pop Smoke was, because, there's been a lot of people thought that Pop Smoke was going to be the transcendental drill artist, which means, he's lit as a drill artist, but he's bigger than a drill artist. Just like how Dirk is. Dirk isn't considered drill now. Dirk is just considered a huge artist. People thought Pop Smoke was going to be that, but Pop died. People, and I particularly thought that K Flock was going to be that guy, okay? However, again, I said he got arrested. Ever since then, people have been looking into the charges to see what's going to happen. People in an idealistic world are saying, well, maybe what happened is self-defense, right? Even though New York City kind of notoriously doesn't have self-defense rules, they're hoping that, if somebody pulls up on you with a gun, right? With the gun, and they're threatening you, and even if they stop threatening you and you kill them, that's self-defense. That nigga threatened you, you handling your business, what's the problem? New York City don't really work like that, okay? So, a lot of people have been saying they're hoping that he's going to beat this on self-defense. Well, we also find out later, apparently the guy who got killed, there was a gun found in his waistband or on his person, which wasn't reported by the media, which a lot of people now have really thought maybe this guy did pull up and pull out a gun on K Flock. And let me just ask you, who hopefully is not a gangster, if somebody just pulls out a gun on you, what would you do, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, if you have a gun yourself and you could, the moment they put their gun down, you might take...
Give me 1 second. He's talking too much. We're going to have to fast forward this a little bit.
You're going to shoot them, right? K Flock, the amount of police in Chicago.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
This is the secret shopping hack that nobody wants you to know about. This is the Fetch app, the app that rewards you for pretty much anything, from snapping pictures of your receipts.
Chicago. So they're not playing. And when it comes to these rappers, everybody should know they have motherfucking, what do you call it again? New York, K Flock, a.k.a. KK, a.k.a. K. Devin Mason, I've never heard of these other guys. BJ. Irvin Beeman, a.k.a. EJ, Nicholas Johnson, a.k.a. Nick, Sean Smith, a.k.a. Sticky, and Josie Castro, a.k.a. Jesse. No. How?
Free dogs. They violent.
So I can't find the shit. Hold on one second.
Tryna miss my brother, nigga, Ben Knight. Make a nigga go viral like TikTok. Kill him in the mirror, nigga, free K-Flock. With the rich niggas can't post, don't block.
Thank him for that great drop. Don't get your hair cut. My brother Leak gon' turn to K-Flock. We still in E-course, just pull down. We on the 8th block.
North to the west, we got it on lock.
So I can't find the K-Flock update right now. But his homie, they say his homie, that he shot the dude that shot his homie. Now his homie is testifying on him. So the moral of the story is, nigga, the streets, like I say all the time, the streets is a myth, man. So how the fuck you gonna snitch on me if I done got your get back? That's not real, dog. That is not real. So what about the Drewski situation? What y'all think about that?
Do you still need your high school diploma? Are you struggling to find a job?
But that's crazy how Drewski and Odell Beckham got added to that Diddy case.
Diddy lawsuits, right, for a while in here. Mm-hmm. Back in October, we actually reported on a lawsuit that was recently amended, as in Friday was amended to add Drewski and Odell Beckham Jr. Mm-hmm. And what the woman is accusing them of is raping her allegedly along with Diddy. Mm-hmm. So back in October, there was a woman named Ashley Parham, I believe that's how you say her last name, mm-hmm. and she said that she had met one of Diddy's like colleagues in a bar. He was basically trying to flex on her, FaceTime and Diddy, like, you know, to show that he knows Diddy or whatever, and she wasn't pressed. Mm-hmm. While Puff was on the phone, she says that he overheard her saying, I don't really care about him anyway, jokingly. And she said she was saying it like jokingly, but she accused him of having something to do with Tupac's murder. Mm-hmm. And she says that he visibly was upset over the phone when that happened. A month or so later, this woman, I guess she still kept in contact with the friend. She agreed to go and help this friend, Diddy's friend, administer some cancer medications that he needed help with at his home. Mm. She goes into the home. She's there. They're, you know what I mean, doing whatever it is that I guess she needed done. They take a ride and come back to the house. The door was left open. When she gets back, now Puff is there with others. Allegedly, right? Now, back in October when this was first filed, we didn't know who the other parties involved in this were. So, yeah, it was John Doe. They were just listed as John Does. But now she's saying that those John Does were Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski. So now I'm bringing us up to speed on what she's alleging.
Crazy. Odell Beckham and Drewski. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Drewski hit me as a cool guy, but these days you can never tell. You know what I'm saying? You can never tell. Odell Beckham, that nigga he like a fruitcake on the low. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. I feel like Odell Beckham will be in a room with other niggas with their shafts out. I feel like Odell Beckham will be doing that. You feel me? But Drewski, that was a surprise, man. That was a surprise. See, these celebrities, they get money and think they above the law, and they think they better than, you know, regular people, and they ain't gotta follow no rules. But we are seeing here that this is not the case. And also, I want to see the whole Epstein list. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to go after the Epstein people, after the people that's on the Epstein list. I want y'all to go out after them like y'all going out for Diddy. Speaking of the Epstein list, Ellen DeGeneres had a few words herself. Let's see what she had to say. Yeah, man, y'all can't be out here just doing whatever y'all want to these females. No means no. You get a female drunk and she fall asleep. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Leave. No means no. What did Tupac say? We can't make a baby, so we have no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. I swear all the words Tupac say still be going on this day. Give me 1 second. See, that's why I don't mess with YouTube. Let me go to my Instagram post, man. Let's see. Give me 1 second. So this is the police chief that they say was connected to Diddy, and he used to be a bodyguard for him as well. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this little clip.
Or does it? It's just been reported that this chief of police has been named a co-conspirator to the diddler. His name is John Pelletier, and yeah, that same chief of police during the 2017 Las Vegas massacre and the Maui fires. What are the chances? In this 90-page civil lawsuit filed by Ashley Parham states that Pelletier was hired as security for Combs in 2018. It gets even wilder. She claims that Pelletier gave an envelope to a neighbor which she believes to be full of cash. Then she claims that her and another plaintiff was taken at gunpoint to his home, restrained, refused to let them call an attorney, and made various moves to cover up the kidnapping. Now, on one hand, this could be true with his history of cover-ups with Las Vegas and Maui. And let's not forget, after the fires were all said and done, there was reportedly thousands of people, including kids, missing. Like no bodies were found, nothing. But this could be a smokescreen because there's a few key pieces that people are missing. You want to know what I think? Here we go. Now, there's a few new names added to this amended lawsuit, like Odell Beckham, Jaguar Wright, Big Homie CC. But wait, hold up. Jaguar and Big Homie, the very two people who blew the lid on Diddy's network? You mean the same guy that I personally interviewed myself and has documented evidence where he's fighting traffickers and saving victims himself. Now, whether Pelletier is involved or not, we don't know for sure yet, but this could be a tactic to mix in the truth with a lie to discredit Jaguar and Big Homie because they're getting a little too close for comfort. Now, remember when I said Diddy's list could be Epstein's list? Let's look up the latter because nobody's talking about this. Recent court documents have just shown that this former JP Morgan executive, Jess Staley, may have been a co-conspirator for Epstein. JP Morgan also flagged 1,200 emails between him and Epstein, suggesting a much closer connection than he admitted. JP Morgan also sued Staley for allegedly misleading the bank about Epstein reaching a confidential settlement in 2023, in which was a part of a broader lawsuit where JP Morgan paid out $290 million to the Epstein victims, and who was overseeing those accounts? Jess Staley. So the question is, if Pelletier is involved, why are we hearing about it just now, and how did he even meet Diddy? Was this information held to divert our attention from something bigger, i.e. Epstein? Maybe it's all connected, but let me know what you guys think down below.
When I tell y'all shit about to get strange, like this Epstein list, it might cause a whole nother shutdown. This whole Epstein list, y'all gonna be surprised at who's involved and how much money that's tied up into this sick mess, man. You know what I'm saying? We talk about since kids was on a milk carton, this shit been going on, probably even longer than that. You know what I'm saying? And then you just heard him say an executive at JP Morgan Bank was tied up in this. This is only the beginning, y'all. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Give me 1 second. I want to find that Ellen video, man, because Ellen DeGeneres has a video where she's trying to clear her name up.
It has now been confirmed that Kash Patel is the FBI director. Now, this is about to get really interesting because he said the first order of business when he takes that seat is the Epstein list. And he may mean serious business because who wears Punisher socks to a political event if you didn't? So, will we finally get this list? And with all these new changes with this new administration, we're seeing terrorist acts like this where a Tesla room in Oregon would just shot up. And this is the same showroom that got hit with arson just last month on January 20th, the same day that Trump was sworn in. And the fact that they're leaving stickers like this is sending a clear message. Not to mention, just 5 days later after Trump was sworn in, an apartment complex in Utah was set on fire, and right next to it was, you guessed it, an IRS building.
Significant damage to neighboring buildings, including the IRS building and the Da Vinci Academy.
But But the IRS building didn't get burned down and suffered minor damages. So the question is, was this another act of terror or covering up some tracks because of the upcoming audits? So remember, this is a 16-year-old kid who could be easily paid off, but I digress. Let's keep moving. And for some reason, I don't know why, people are actually protesting Doge and Elon because we're trying to audit the IRS, FEMA, NASA, Fort Knox. Now, speaking of Fort Knox, Elon said during the audit, he wanted to do a vlog-style live stream for all of us to see if the gold's really there. But due to the severe flood recently that happened in Kentucky that has destroyed buildings, cars, roads, that's not happening. And the fact that U.S. banks over the past couple months have flown in 8,000 gold bars from London is a little suspicious, right? Trump wins in November, then they start flying in gold the next month. Could mean they knew the hammer was going to drop. So this is going to be a very interesting year. So we'll see what happens with the Epstein list and the audits and the IRS and Fort Knox. But make sure you guys hit my bio for more info. Also, what do you guys think about all this? Let me know down below.
I'm telling y'all, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, man, they cooking, man. They cooking. I just hope this shit don't lead to war. You know what I'm saying? Because when you fight up against a lot of motherfuckers that got money, you know, it usually leads up to stuff like war. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, China right here.
To own 400,000 acres in America.
All farmland.
All farmland and near bases.
Near military bases. Staging areas.
Why are we even allowing that?
Last year he said, next year we're going to see planes falling out the sky. I spread awareness about this information, and a lot of people hit me up saying, I see interviews of you talking about this. This is a direct result of Chinese hackers being able to log into systems, because most of the components that are inside all of our technology is directly from China. It poured more concrete in Africa as a staging area than the entire size of the United States of America. According to this person, they told me that is China's warning to us, saying we're going to take Taiwan, and nothing you can do about it.
Former senior advisor to the Federal Reserve, and guess who he's working for? China. He was a spy for China from 2010 to 2021. So he was going to China, teaching classes, and under the guise of teaching classes, and basically was giving them information about pretty much everything. You know, the U.S. Treasury, all of our financial data. They were manipulating our U.S. markets.
In New York, there was an entire floor of an office building that was an illegal Chinese police station and hacking station, all being operated by war-age Chinese nationals who had crossed the border illegally. Last year, according to the Department of Justice website, 52 illegal Chinese police stations used to monitor the illegals that's been operating here were shut down. How is that possible if our border was secure?
Crazy, ain't it? China been setting up, man, for a couple years now, man. They've been setting up for a couple years, man. China trying to take America off the map in secret. Them and Russia. But one thing about Trump, nigga, we're gonna take it there. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna take it there, because Trump ain't no hoe about his. Not that I want to go to war, because that's definitely not it. You know what I'm saying? I really hope we ain't gotta go to war, because a lot of innocent people gets involved, and it's gonna take years and years and years to rebuild after war. You know, so that's definitely a stage that we don't. That's definitely something that we don't want to get into. At the same time, we got to get back all this money, man. You know what I'm saying? We so much in debt, and then come to find out it's trillions of dollars, you know, that can't nobody answer for. Then evidently something's going on. You know what I'm saying? I've never trusted the government. I've always thought the government was corrupt anyways. Yeah, I've always thought the government was corrupt. You know what I'm saying? They tried to calm us down by giving us those low-ass stimulus checks. That shit didn't do nothing, man. Y'all was way more than what y'all gave us, man. And that's just real, man. They owe us way more than what they gave us. They talking about land of the free. How is it land of the free and we get taxed on everything? We get taxed on some shit that y'all don't even know we get taxed on. You know what I'm saying? I make money. I gotta go to work. I gotta work my ass off, and then you allowed to take some of my money that I done work my ass off for, property taxes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of us ain't even got kids and still gotta pay school taxes. That shit's stupid, man. That shit's stupid. And then if you ask me, man, yo, we got people paying extra taxes for food stamps. And if you single, you shouldn't have to pay all those taxes, man. To help motherfuckers getting food stamps, buy little Debbie's and shit like that. Hold on, let me see if I can find this Ellen video though for y'all. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, my big ass fingers are exited out.
So, I have been posting my thoughts and my stance on this, but I haven't spoken directly because I don't know what to say. I am so sad and I am so angry, and I know I'm not going to say the right thing. I know that there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be in disagreement with what I say, but I have a platform and I have a voice, and I have always stood for equality. I have always wanted to be the voice for people who felt like they didn't have a voice, because I know what that feels like. And maybe you don't agree with how it's coming out, but you have to understand it, and then we can heal it. I'm just so sorry that it's come to this. I really don't know what to say other than this has gone on way, 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 way too long. People have gotten away with murder, and that's what's happening. So we've got to see fairness and we've got to see justice for all, because right now this is not a fair world. Not at all.
Now, she talk about a fair world, but last time I recall, she was on the Epstein list. She's somewhere in Australia in the damn forest. She don't hit me as a survivalist. I'm just saying, what the bitch hide from? Come on, Ellen, bring your ass back to America. Own up to what the hell you and Epstein and all the rest of these freakazoids done did. And give these people their justice. Give these people their justice. They deserve from you celebrities that thought y'all was above the law. I hope they catch y'all all, man. We're gonna leave out on that. I'll holler.